Dun 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 dun. Hi Gio. Dun 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 dun. Soap has now been added into the bathroom. People can now wash their hands with soap and dry their hands with a towel. We have come a long way since the very beginning of moving into this apartment.
See, if you've been here since a month ago, there was nothing in this apartment. There was nothing in this bathroom. I didn't have any soap nor towel to dry my hands with. I didn't even have these curtains. I had to wait a whole day. I didn't even have toilet paper for the first night I stayed here. But guess what, guys? This bathroom is done. It is done. Done. Why? Because I have everything you need in a bathroom. I don't need nothing else. I got the towel to dry your body with. I got the curtains to shower. I got my personal hygiene. I got my toothbrush. I got my personal hygiene. I got more personal hygiene. And first aid, band-aids, and rubbing alcohol. And towels. And toilet paper. And plunger and scrubber. And a weight scale. And soap. And decor. This bathroom, it is done.
So take a good, real hard look at this. It is a little dirty. I'm sorry. I don't clean until the weekend, but very happy with it. Very, very happy with it. We have come a long way, guys. Couldn't have done it without me. Thank you, me.
But there's more stuff that I bought in. It's been a couple days, by the way. So let me show you.
I bought another pillow. Reason being is because there's 4 of us guys, and they're gonna probably sleep over this weekend. And if I need the 4th pillow, then I should probably get one. So I got it. But I also got not just that, this a blanket, but not only just one, not only just 2.
So now, the guys, when they come over again for the 3rd time, I don't know if I've showed it. This is the first time they ever came over, which is like this. That's gotta be one of my top 10 favorite pictures of all time. And then the second time, which was literally last weekend, they slept over again, and this is what it looks. I could see it. That's why I don't even need to see it. You know, they got a little upgrade. And now, I don't have a picture of it, but I can imagine it, but they'll look a little bit more comfy. Sleeping on this floor again this weekend with now these blankets right here. Upgrades, people, upgrades. Not only for me, but for my guys too, so that's that. So, very excited for them, very excited for them to sleep over. I'm very excited to see what picture I'm gonna take this weekend, but we'll find out when the time comes. And so now, we have to do something even crazier. We get to find out today if Sushi, the goldfish, is a boy and girl. And we're about to find that out right here, right now. Alright. So there's some good news and bad news to this thing. Number 1, I don't have a siphon. Unfortunately, my roommate still has that, and I think he might have thrown it away. I don't know about it. I need to ask him. Race, if you're watching, where's my siphon? Do you know where my siphon is? I think it's in the closet still. I might need to text him to get that back. But anywho, we don't need the siphon. We can do this without it. So let's get started by oh gosh, how am I gonna? Well, first let's disconnect everything. Some of you might be wondering, how long have I been keeping goldfish? I've been keeping goldfish almost about 10 years now. I think I'm at 8, 7. So almost 10 years. I think 2 more years and I'll reach 10 years of taking care of goldfish. I love goldfish to death. I think they're so beautiful. I think it's just one of the things that I can just kind of sit with. I'm trying. This tank has not been cleaned in about a couple weeks. But I wasn't really worried about it because when it's just one goldfish in a 20-gallon tank with a filter that's running about, I think, 40 gallons per minute, 40 to 50, you don't really have to worry about that because it's the filter would take care of it enough. But you do have to worry about the fish, the water. Since I have an open tank, the water is going to eventually evaporate. And as you can tell, it has evaporated almost more than a quarter tank. So it's a lot. It's a lot that has been done. Why am I standing so curved? Stand up straight. Anywho. Now usually people would use a net. I'm not using one because I've known goldfish for so long. I know how to do this. Anywho, let's figure out if Sushi is a boy or a girl finally. Let me grab you. Grab you again. Take 2 for Sushi. There you are. Calm down, calm down. No. Perfect. Flip her over. Give me a sec, give me a sec, give me a sec. And let me put it in here. Sushi is a... He's a boy. He's a boy. Sushi is a boy. We have figured that out. The reason why is because it's simple. I think I'll probably be able to look up some photos. When it comes to goldfish, usually look at their butts, and if the butt is if their anal gland, I guess, is a little more protruding out, then they tend to be, then they are more of a girl. And if their butt is a little bit more round, I know it's not called butts, but I'm gonna call it that. They tend to be a girl, but for Sushi, it's more of a V shape, and it's kind of an innie instead of an outie, kind of like a belly button. But for him, it's an innie, and so you can tell that now he's a boy. Usually for goldfish, you can't really tell if they're smaller. Like Sushi, when I first got him, he was very small, and I cannot tell if it was a boy or a girl. But now that I've fed him quite a bit now, and he's gone to quite a big size, I can definitely tell that he is a boy. So I guess I got a boy. That's actually not bad. That's pretty cool. All right, so it is ready. All that's left, I don't even know if you could see me. I don't care. Is putting in some water conditioner. So usually you're only supposed to put in one, I think, capful for a 20 gallon. But I'm gonna put a little bit extra because you never know. And usually you'd be done right there, but for me, as I take the fish out when I do a water change, I like to put aquarium salt back in, or in the aquarium, just a little bit, not too much. That's good. The reason I do that is because that way when Sushi gets back in here, he can calm down a little bit, because I know he's going to be a little bit frantic that I just did a water change. So I'd like to have that so that Sushi isn't all spooked out about me doing a water change. Now usually you kind of have to have the water kind of be the same temp as the fish that's in here. Oh, that's actually almost perfect. I usually kind of like to use the thermostat that's in here, but I'm gonna wing it. I've done this a long time, so I've really never had an issue with putting a fish in the aquarium. I have had an issue with heaters malfunctioning. My advice to anyone out there getting a fish, do not, and I repeat this, do not get a preheat heater, I guess, or a pre-temp, just like a heater that's already at a certain temperature. Do not get those because they can malfunction really badly. Take it from me. I had 2 black Moors and they died because I put a heater, a preheat heater, like the one that just set, I think it was set at like 70 degrees. And it never stopped. It just kept heating and heating and heating, and it eventually just overheat. And it literally, the next morning I woke up and the fish were literally boiled. Like it was like they weren't that like boiled. No, I don't know what happened. They were like boiled to like, the water was hot. Like it is crazy. So never get a preheat heater. Always get a heater that you can set the temperature yourself because it's better that way. Other than that, I'm about to set this up. Anyway, I'm gonna let that cycle for a little bit before I put Sushi in there, but we're basically done. Anywho, Sushi, oh, where are you? There you are. He's in his tank, chilling like a villain. He's not a villain, he's a hero. Anywho, he's already in there. And now we figured out that he's a boy. And you guys saw me do a water change. But while I was also doing that, I finally bought a stand, and it is arriving on Saturday. And so I just realized I'm gonna have to do a water change again. But that's gonna take a little longer because this tank also needs to be cleaned thoroughly before I can even put him in there. But that 29 gallon, it's finally gonna be right here. So be on the lookout because Saturday, I'll finally have a fish tank stand, and this little corner is about to have some new decor, and it's gonna fill this place a little bit even more. So little by little, everything's moving out, moving in. I don't know how I don't know how to talk. I don't know what's going on with me. But with this space also being open now, I can now put a table here. I can now put a chair here, and I can eat here, and this could be my dining table, and you can go over there. But anywho, that's about it. I think I'm done here. I'm probably gonna chillax for a little bit, edit all of these videos because I need to edit. And I guess see you on Saturday. Deuces.